All right. So I just went to the FBI because the FBI tip line dispatcher told me that I should drop in and present my evidence to an officer there, that I might have to wait, but that I can meet with someone there who would listen to me. So I did. And wow, like, I'll show you guys my encounter. Now, the officer was pretty combative, but I'm sure he gets people who are crazy. This is a very weird area. I'm sure he gets nuts all the time. So he probably just thought I was a nut at first, but, you know, I just think he was trying to figure out any way to get rid of me. They did not want me presenting my evidence. They didn't want to be on camera. So enjoy. Ryan Webster, he violated the Hatch Act. He ran for Congress. He withdrew the election, but he remained on the ballot.
So I'm sorry, was he a federal employee?
He is a federal police officer. He has lots of jobs. I'm sorry?
Is it Ryan Webster?
Yes, sir.
What agency is he with?
The Navy.
So he's like a Navy police officer?
He's a Navy federal police officer. That's what he lists on his LinkedIn account. He was reported by one of the other candidates, and he continued to appear in the League of Women Voters forums after the office's special counsel informed him he was in violation.
And did the Office of Special Counsel take any action against him?
I have reported it to them as well. I do not know. They did send him an email, which he reported.
Okay, and you said you were a candidate as well.
Yes, sir. I'm Mary Silva.
And what position are you running for, ma'am?
I ran for U.S. House of Representatives for Congressional District 1.
Please, go ahead. So I'm assuming you lost?
Yes, I was one of the candidates who lost. But even if I didn't lose, if I had been the second frontrunner, I would be asking for a recount because it was very fishy.
So the Office of Special Counsel, what agency were they from?
They're federal. The OSC is they were the ones who, I guess, they're the legal team, the lawyers for the federal government.
So what I'm asking is why, if they wanted to bring charges or have an investigation, why didn't they initiate that?
They didn't. I don't know why, because I didn't report that. That was another candidate. His name's Derek Chartrand. His team reported Webster being in violation, and then they informed Webster that he was, I believe I have the phrase in here, a less restricted employee, and that he would be considered under the Hatch Act. After he received that email, he attended a League of Women Voters forum with me.
Welcome to the League of Women Voters of Snohomish County Forum for candidates for U.S. Congressional Representative, Washington District 1. I'm Karen Crowley, president of the League. Let me provide some background on this position. The House of Representatives is responsible for declaring war, maintaining the armed forces, assessing taxes, borrowing money, minting currency, regulating commerce, and making all laws necessary for the operation of government. The entire membership of the House is up for election in even-numbered years. U.S. Congressional Representative is a partisan position, and candidates may declare a party affiliation. The candidates for representative from Congressional District 1 this year are Orion Webster, Mary Silva, Derek Chartrand, Susan Dalbene, Matt Hines, and Jeb Brewer.
Thank you, Karen, and thank you to the League of Women Voters. I appreciate being here. Just like Mr. Chartrand said, we are in a monumental financial crisis at the moment. Our national debt has soared to about $34 trillion. And what that really means is that every American, man, woman, and child, owe $107,000 in order to pay this off. But that's just the current, no, that's just the current national debt.
And presented as a legitimate candidate. He violated the Hatch Act, and then he proceeded to take 16,000 votes under fraudulent pretenses because the Secretary of State failed to remove him from the ballot after he withdrew.
So have you retained legal counsel of your own to pursue these matters?
No, I want this investigated at a federal level because I want to know if Orion Webster entered the race with intent to overthrow the election. I don't care.
Are you just recording this for personal usage?
It's for me, yes. I mean, I want as much documented. I want to hold accountable whoever is responsible for letting this happen, because I was defrauded, the voters were defrauded, and I'm being told that the Republicans don't have standing and that it's hopeless for me to try and pursue this, but I feel like that's not a good enough answer. I feel like there's more that can be done. I feel like this is election fraud at a federal level. It could be treason.
Well,
if it's treason, that's important.
But I'm getting your information so I can pass
Of course. But I came down because I was told I could drop in and meet with an officer.
Yeah, I'm not sure that an agent is available for you, but I will check.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Thank you. This is my package of evidence. It's got a lot of different bits in here, just explaining the problem. That's his website. His 3 LinkedIn accounts. Probably making you guys dizzy. And that's my letter to Honorable Susan Del Bene, informing her of the problem where Microsoft was shipping our information abroad, our core coding abroad. And there's some of my flyers and some of my activism work to show the problem. I mean, I think it's pretty comprehensive. I think they'd like it, but I'm just trying to see if they're ever going to let me in to meet with an officer. So I'm gonna be respectful. I'm sure they get weirdos all the time. I'm sure they get people over-reporting crimes. So I'm gonna keep a cool head and treat them with respect.
Is contact the Office of Special Counsel like your opponent did and file a report that way, then they can refer it here for an or to the DOJ or FBI or whatever for an investigation if they feel that one is warranted, okay?
Okay, is it okay if I leave my evidence or no?
No, you can mail that here if you want to the address above the door, but I can't take it from you.
There's an address, the one here?
Seattle,
Okay.